Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Red Flag Life. Where's the camera today? Just there. Right, today I've touched on this concept. Thank you, Stefan Molyneux. But I'm going to extend on this syllogism, or is it an analogy? Probably a syllogism. Being an angel or a mammal, a red flag person that carries a red flag in their notch of the belt, however you want to put it, whether it's baby jail, divorcee, single mum, ex-crim, a player, maybe a entrepreneur that continuously fails, perhaps a slut, maybe gold digger, maybe a chick that's a 7 chasing alpha males of 9+, now using the V-bomb. If you're a drug taker, overweight, unhealthy, disabled, or low or high IQ, dysfunctioning high IQ, more accurate, whatever red flag is classified as a red flag these days, this is the place for you. And today I'm just discussing whether you need to be an angel or a mammal to get ahead in life, and getting into that red flag state that you have for several red flags indicates that you had to do mammalian things. With all those particular red flags that I mentioned a moment ago, it probably deserves a full episode on each of those. But in the interest of having a continuous sort of preamble in several episodes, just to have on the channel, just gives this is an episode giving a further insights, an extension of mentioning being an angel or a mammal, both in your ethics and surviving. And also, while I say that, another red flag came to mind was abusers. Yes, you can get male and female abusers. You got the manipulators of muscle, guilt and tears, I'd like to term it. That's my idea. That's one of the ideas that I'm not. In saying that, it's probably Ayn Rand probably said guilt and tears, but I think I added the muscle part. Muscle, guilt and tears. So you can manipulate in many ways, and women are good manipulators, but men can manipulate, and usually when a man manipulates, he's a narcissist. So some further insights. Right, a guy that's ended up in baby jail. He ended up being a saint when he did the mammalian thing. You see how they can both happen at the same time. He was a mammal in pursuing the relationship for sexual pleasures, sexual release, sexual attraction, yes, and also valuing a woman's virtues, their attributes, their ethics, their interests, their likes, dislikes, whatever, okay? It can be all of the above. So, you got into the sack. The squishy bits all got nice and happy. And then, whoopsie daisy, I'm pregnant, right? Let's say, half the people listening to this have at least, okay, let's say 20% of it have got into the situation like that. Let's just say 20%. maybe only 5% of those are listening to this. Yes, it's not going to get much of a following, but it's there, and I'm going to continue giving this sort of content because it'll be interesting. I think so anyway. And yeah, so you're now okay. So sex with out of wedlock in this day and age, it's like pass the salt. What are you talking about? You're so old-fashioned. Yeah, well, they're just ways to circumnavigate getting your ending. Dudes, you've got your ending, and you're taking a risk, aren't you? Knowingly. It's not unknowingly either. I knew. Maybe the worst can't happen. So, okay, the worst has happened. You're out of wedlock. There's a pregnancy. You do so you've just done the mammal thing, right? Out of wedlock. We're talking historical norms here. Yes, historically we also did the out of wedlock thing, and usually these accidents often got passed off as, oh, it's a whoopsie, it's let's go on holiday, it's mother's late pregnancy, oh, what a concept. But the daughter got into the shit, didn't she? So anyway, that's just one occurrence of a couple of generations at least ago. So, and certainly going back centuries with that, and millennia. So, okay. So now the dude has done the mammal. Now he's going to be an angel. Others would like to term that occurrence as the white knight. I'll say today, let's get married. Let's make a let's be parents out of this, whatever the case may be. Right. I'm being an angel after being a mammal, right? So the dude is being an angel. The woman is being an angel after being a mammal as well. By, let's stay together for the sake of the child. And yes, there is the option of yes, abortion is a real thing in this day and age in the West. Most of the West, increasingly, even in the East and beyond, right? So, we're now angels, aren't we? But man, the woman is sick of the man because he's playing PlayStation, he's watching porn, and perhaps he's cheating on her. And for the dude, the woman is going crazy. She's nagging. And like, right? She's let herself go and this and that. You understand, right? Many have been down this track. So we're still being angels in this respect. We're staying together for the sake of this child because we're not going to do the whole termination thing. So we're doing it. Maybe half of them have been married or will consider marriage a few months in or a year or two after the first child. Okay, let's do this. And the decision to move forward, like the dude, well, she's pretty enough. She's a decent 7. I'm a 6 and a 7. Yeah, let's do this. It's the best I can do on the sexual market value ladder, sexual market value wise. Where the woman, let's use that example of a 7, would like to be gunning for 8 or 9 in both looks and income, and not being so masculine. Oh gee, the 0.01% of guys that can be good earners, look good, and be sensitive. let me tell you, ladies, to be a decent earner in a crony market, free market, a guy that's competing in the marketplace, they're not too sensitive. They're not too poetic, romantic. And if you want that alpha to be romantic, sensitive, and be in touch with his feminine side, yes, feminine, but taking the piss, right? Don't think that you've won the lottery, ladies. That's going to be hard to come by. Now that is something that many won't think of or expect, right? So that's one insight. Yeah, I heard this from Stefan Molyneux. I'd like to think that this was circling in my noggin. So, a go-getting guy, an entrepreneur, a successful techie, IT guru, tradesperson, a manager, they're often not too sensitive. So get that up here, ladies. The guys understand that 7, maybe 8 and above, there's a high chance that the woman is going to be very entitled, otherwise known as crazy. Naggy crazy, and naggy crazy is sometimes, a lot of the time, but it's actually a good thing. So I'm going to go counter all those MGTOW and neckbeard and incel, whatever other term you want to put it as, spheres out there, echo chambers, whatever. Pretty equals crazy. Yeah, we get it. But when a 7 man has an 8+ woman, oh gee, how much is he making, right? How tall is he? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we understand the hypergamy thing, right? So okay, I'll mention hypergamy. That's a central shtick of. I'm not sure if Kevin Samuels mentions hypergamy much, but certainly Richard Cooper, entrepreneurs and cars guy. I'm just mentioning only those few names: Molyneux, Cooper, Samuels. I won't mention any of the others because they don't have faces. So I hope this face is at least a part, alright? So before losing track, geez, what a good way to lose track is when you lose track, right? So crazy, right? Crazy / nag / demanding spender. What else? Careless, selfish, all that sort of thing with women, with a higher, batting average. 7s and above. Let's say 7s and above. We don't like to say less than 7 or 6. Like 6 is starting to be derogatory. Like even a woman that's a 5, she'll say, "Oh, I'm a 7." Sometimes 7s are saying they're 9s and 10s because I look good in yoga pants and that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. So let's use 7. Sometimes, yes, darling, you're a 7, but in the 2nd division. Oh, shit! Don't say 2nd division. Yes, you're a 7 in the minor leagues. Anyway, in the reserves, 7 in the reserves. Yeah. I've actually used that comment on a chick that improved her health and good looks and that sort of thing, and I said, yeah, you were a 7 before and you're 7, maybe 8 now, but I've lost all this weight and I'm really fit, and you were just in 2nd division. You're now the first division as a 7/8. Anyway, that was just a moment of honesty, which can go down the Google. So yeah, so we're with 15 minutes. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, looks like it's going to be just that one slice, that one red flag episode. So I'll mention the others. This is an example. Angels versus mammals. Okay, so they were mammals. They're all acting like angels now, right? Let's do it for the kids. Okay, we've gone past that. The chick has become a nag, very entitled, spending heaps. The dude, he's lying around, not earning much for the the idea of the woman thinking here. Resentment comes in from both sides. Bingo bongo. The chick is out of there. The chick is out of there, most likely because the dude is earning the same or less, or maybe even above, with the added kicker of pissing him off is the not sensitive, maybe abusive, inattentive, doesn't communicate, lack of motivation, not earning. Lack of motivation means not earning, not a go-getter, right? So he's out, even though he's earning a little bit more than what the government will give the chick, because the idea now is that I'm a 7. Well, she's probably thinking she's a 8 or 9, right? Often the case with the chick, and she's now going to go for an alpha. So provides access. She's got a child, so for her to compete in the sexual market value of the sexual market, in pairing up and that sort of thing, you've got to offer access, ladies, and reluctantly, ladies are going to offer access. That's one of the reasons why you don't get homeless women, because offer access, bingo bungo, you're not homeless, right? And that's becoming very much the case with women entering their 50s, and they still probably got maybe a 14-year-old youngest son or daughter, and they're thinking, oh shit, maybe the middle son or daughter is now 17. Oh gee, in a few months I'll be losing $300, a fortnight, a month, whatever the case is, whatever country you're in what benefits you're getting when you're a single mum, right? If you're a single mum not in a relationship, you offer access. You offer the V-bomb to the best dude you can get on Tinder, Plenty of Fish, the dating app. That's easy. You just sit there at night after the kids are gone to bed, or if they're still up and about, and you say, I'm going to bed, but swipe, or I don't know. I know there's some sort of swiping in there. I don't engage in that, but I do know of it. And so, a chick often gets at least 20 responses. If you're a 7, you'll be getting 20. If you're a 6, you'll be getting a couple. And in reality, maybe a 4 or 5. When the chick says she's a 6, or when we reference 6 as well, because we also come to the rescue. The white knight comes to the rescue in that department as well. Even though a lady is a 4, she's a 6, 7. Anyway, so she's got those couple. She goes for the best one out of those couple that she's got, comments or responses from. Let's go on a date. Sometimes in the sack straight away. Oh shit! Yeah, the dude often, low sexual market value, maybe a 4, maybe a 2. don't know, maybe a 6. Maybe he's a tradie, maybe he's on a minimum average wage, or maybe he's earning 6 figures. But, you know, the chick doesn't probably know this yet, so, you know, action happens pretty quick in a red flag world, right? Yeah. So now you're trying to nab the dude. With the nuclear option, the V-bomb, the offering access, and the dude's getting access. Woo! And yeah, there can still be emotional attachment with the chick, even though this is a 32nd partner, and the guy's usually, you know, 7th partner, or, you know, 14th if you're a 6. And moving in happens pretty quick as well. I'm talking about a 50-year-old chick here, so the chances of getting pregnant are quite slim. Nil to many, but, you know, I know people that actually partake in my health regime. There's pregnancies with a 5 in front of their age. In my small circle, I haven't experienced it, but it happens. Yeah, so I could probably do an episode on how to increase fertility and drive libido, known as libido. So that's another time. This is all preamble stuff. All these episodes up to this point haven't been published yet, so you're just going to go whammo. Maybe in a couple of hours. Anyway, so access offered, access gained. A lot of things happen with access. Marriages happen, moving in happens. When a woman has, you know, one more to go, maybe, you know, the second one is exiting out of the money from the government age, usually 18 here in Australia. I know the whole alimony thing in the US, that's fair enough. But yeah, basically, there won't be pregnancies with that example, but resources, right? So the dude is offering pretty much 90%. That figure of 90%. Molyneux talks about this. Also, Cooper talks about it, but not with the 90%. I don't think, I haven't heard him, you know, overtly say that out of what I've listened to his content, but basically 90% of a man's wage goes into the relationship. When a woman earns, it stays with her a lot of the time. At least half, if not 90% her favour. So, you know, you see the discrepancy there. So the relationship of resources and money, the dude's getting access, 90% goes to the lady or the family or the household, where the woman has this power. We say that women don't have power in this day and age. Well, if you're not too obese or unwell, crazy, you know, too much lower than a 7, well, you'll get resources. If you're a 50-year-old woman, you'll get the resources of a 70-year-old man plus, but you'll still get resources, right? So, and you see the dynamics. So men provide for access historically. That's the deal. And women provide for resources. Historically speaking, that's a norm. Let's face it. Let's be honest with integrity here. That is the relationship of the whole offering access and resources between the sexes. Yes, there's the whole LGBTQIQ plus realm, but let's just stick at the hetero level at this point. So we need to acknowledge, be honest about the red flags that we're continuing with. In this respect, in that example, mammalian decisions are coinciding with angel intentions, commitment, support. In that 50-year-old example, maybe with a 35-year-old man that's low sexual market value and earning potential, or 70-year-old high net wealth type guy with a 50-year-old chick with the last kid entering the exit. No more money from the government, right? So we need to be mammalian, and the woman will say, "Oh, I love you," and the man will say, "Yes, I love you," and these are mutual arrangements. That's mammalian. But we're trying to be like saints, like angels. We're trying. So in reality, once you've got into a mammal state, while trying to be an angel, we're still mammals. With those red flags, you have to keep on red flagging, surviving. We have to keep on surviving. If you're a red flag, a single mum, an ex-crim that's there was this crim, this mugshot of this gorgeous guy. Well, apparently, he was pretty gorgeous, and I think many people will understand the particular mugshot I'm talking about. An ex-crim. If you're 50 with that silver tail daddy look, and earning a bucket and that sort of thing, you could. That sort of dude can get on with 35-year-old woman that's still barely on the prime, the nines. Like, I'm not sure if you can be a 10 as a 35-year-old, but there's some pretty gorgeous women out there. Yeah, it's the whole Instagram and TikTok thing. Yeah, they can really turn it up, right? Or how about the realities of? I've seen some stories, some examples of these gorgeous-looking chicks on Tinder. 10-year-old photos, and they show up. Oh shit! Oh shit! Is that you? Like, fuck! What a letdown! Yeah, okay. I had a go at Tinder, 6 years ago. No, a bit less. Anyway, a couple of encounters. Only dating at this point, okay? Only dates. I don't think, no. Okay, only two Tinder dates I went on. Yes, only 2. And both of those were like, if I had the phone there, I'd go like that, but you're thinking back and fuck, what shit. That's a 10-year-old photo, you didn't know, dear. So, bad. They're now obese and they were 7, maybe an 8 on the on that Tinder profile, and then they're like a 5, man. Like, fuck. Anyway, to be honest, probably under 5, because with the logic of a man, we've heard the whole Molyneux's reference this, where men think that half of women are attractive, where women think that only 20% of men are attractive. That's the whole, the quantifiability of hypergamy in the looks department, right? So, no, how about that? Anyway, but to a guy, like 50% means 5 or 6, right? So to a woman, like 50% is 8. 8 and above is 50%. That's where the intentions and the hypergamy is covered, like it's kept under wraps with women, and you know what I'm trying to get at, right? So there you have it. Just some insights in what the go is, and just to conclude further, even though we intend to be angels, once you're a red flag, an average red flag, if you're a top red flag, if you're that example, that dude, you know, looking dapper, ex-crim, now starting to earn some moolah, that sort of thing, right? You'll probably get that nice chick, which is more like an angel. It's going to be hard. But yeah, you could, if you've got the goods. If you don't have the goods, red flag. If you can't push away the Romans, you got to join them, right? That's the moral of what will seem like most episodes that I'll be posting. But yeah, a few extra insights how to live the best possible way as a red flag. And yeah, I've already made disclosures in past episodes. Yes, they're not on yet at the time of recording this, but it's there. Yeah, at my own peril, I will disclose further details of my several notches. Several notches, like many red flags. Like, is it that many notches? Maybe not that many, but and even if you have 5 notches of red flags, like you know, for a dude, if you know, baby jail, ex-crim, a player, abuser, drug taker, unhealthy, and the like, shit, it's going to be pretty hard to live like an angel. The intentions are grand, the intentions are there, but in that example, if you got several, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to not live like a mammal, to survive. The whole mammalian idea of that syllogism with being a mammal or an angel, yeah, we can make it less biblical, or less you know, religious, I guess, with the angel part, you know. But yeah, just use it as what this is. That concept is intended to how to be used, right? So yeah, you may have to continue living like a mammal. Your red flags aren't like a credit score, where they disappear after, you know, depending on what country you're in, 7 years, 10 years, or if ever, depending on the credit score issue. But they can be lessened. Those red flags can probably be lessened. Shit, that's a good way to bloody sideswipe people when you don't know where you're going, and you bloody make a choice to go on to bloody merge in the traffic, and they don't bloody let you in. Sorry. So yeah, and so you might have to join the Romans. Okay. If you're now a decent earner, you know, being ex-crim, abuser, narcissist, or whatever other red flags you are, yes, it is possible to, in the guy case, to live angelically. for a woman to live as an angel, let's reference the whole single mum thing, divorcee, gold digger. Let's use that idea. You could maybe be an angel, but it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard, and to be an angel, to seek an angel man, and you want to live like an angel, you have to be honest, part of your integrity, that it may not happen if you're not an 8 or a 9 or a 10, right? So the decision needs to be made to survive. So that's the moral of today's story, even though it took 35 minutes. That's it. Bye for now until the next episode.